Let me just get up. Now, what can I do for you? Hello, I'm Mike Gordon, and welcome to the final episode of Shining in the Darkness. I was away from this perfect playthrough for a little over a week, for about a week and a half now, I would say. It took a really long time to complete my grind for max gold in this game. On top of that, I want to stick with the GameCube a little while longer in order to knock off both Sonic R and Sonic the Fighters. But now we are ready to resume where we left off. Well, hero, let's send you back to the King of Thornwood. Welcome back to the world of Shining in the Darkness. Now, as a reminder, this is the final episode. So let's speak to everyone here. It sounds to me to know that my disciple, Melville, caused Fortra's death. My condolences to you, brave knight, but don't let it get you down. I know I should have kept quiet, but I felt that my father should know. Hero, Justice told me everything. Sorry to hear about your father. Fortra was my past knight. I won't rest until he is avenged. It grieves me to know that you are forced to take your father's life. Avenge your father, hero. Bring us the head of Dark Soul. I admire your father. He will be sorely missed. Hero, your father was like a son to me. So, I decided to swap in copies of the entire Mithril set to Hero, so I could have complete inventories for each of the 3 shops, or at least as complete as humanly possible. And I even swapped, and thanks to a random battle that got me a free Mithril Rod, I was able to lift the curse on Pyra and replace the Hex with her true strongest non-cursed weapon, the Mithril Rod. But keep in mind too that we are not going to be bothering with any more random encounters for the rest of our perfect playthrough. And we just have and everything else is basically filler. I like to show off too that we have hit max level across the board, max experience, and down there, max gold. Don't worry, we still have all the Mithril stuff in here. Alright, I had to double check. Just want to show everything off here. Sphere, Mithril Rod, Doom Staff, Enduro Staff, Mercy Staff, Ice Staff, Fire Staff. You saw me collect all of these in past live streams if you were watching those live streams. Morning Star, Mithril Sword, Great Axe, Battle Axe, Dark Scimitar, Ice Saber, and Mithril Axe. Wait a minute, where's our ultimate weapon? Well, it's right there. Steel Saber, Dream Blade, Blight Blade, Storm Sword, and Fire Sword. All there and accounted for. And I'm not gonna, and that's not technically all the weapons, but all the remaining weapons can be found here in just the deals. And you can, and the same applies to all the armor that's not a deal. So we go down here. These are not unique equipment, so you're not gonna ever find them in any deals. Might as well just get this over and done with it, too. The only place to find them are in these shops. Shield, steel shield, magic shield. And steel helm. I'll go to the tavern. Sorry for the other day. You did what you had to, lad. But it's kinda hard for me too, you know? Orchard being my friend and all. Don't let what happened get you down. After all, it wasn't your fault. I really am sorry to hear about Master Orchard. Such a fine man he was. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Poor Orchard. Look on the bright side. You freed him from the clutches of darkness. I'm truly sorry for what became of your father. Have you met the water spirit, the patron of the shining night? If not finding the arms of light, then you must find the spirit's fountain. It's on the 5th floor of the labyrinth. You also need another item. A vial containing the tears of one who holds you dear to her heart. Don't worry, got all that taken care of. Brave Orchard's death will be mourned by all within the kingdom. Now we don't need a rest, Remember, we are completely stocked up on HP and MP. We're at max level, max gold. Don't want to screw any of that up. That's all you want. You've come to the right place. Let's show what the exclusive deals are here. Right here. Again, these are not unique pieces of equipment, so they will not be found in any dealership anywhere. But we have the deals that we can make here. Because we never sold any of the unique any unique weapons to this man, that his weapon inventory will be completely empty. Robe, magic robe, light robe, robe. That's the complete set of armor in the game. I'm just using save states here just to make my job a little easier. These are all the unique shields in the game. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we switch over here to the Elven Hood. Okay, here's the light helm. And that is it for this shot. We have 100% all armor. And this is the complete list of items available in our inventory. Normally. But, we look to check out our deals. We also have complete item inventory here. As I said, I believe in the previous episodes, these 4 items are acquired every 10 levels from level 60 onwards, and are unique only to the shop, and cannot be found anywhere else. It's really not worth using though, it's not. Miracle Orbs are also pretty unique, but we no longer have a use for them. Ooh, we're dropping frames. It's not as bad as Monday, though. But it's something to keep a watchful eye on. And look at all these unique items that we have in here. There are 2 items in this shop that you will see that are completely missing, however. First, as I said, is the false idol, which we cannot ever have. That we are forced to use. We cannot get another one. The false idol is an item that the story forces us to use. So that is proof that. Force of habit. All that is living proof that we have accomplished everything this game has to offer. But there are only 2 items that we don't have in any of the shops, both normal items. The first is the false idol, which the story forces us to use in order to progress. But the other is this medallion, and the reason for this is because we are forced to keep either the medallion or the rope in order to reach the top floor of the labyrinth itself. And the medallion is the much faster option, especially since we no longer have any need for random encounters. We also no longer have to worry about I'm just losing my train of thought for whatever reason. We also no longer have to worry about battles. We don't need the orbital light. Was just an item that we use as a shortcut to get to where we want to go. And we would only need the rope if we plan to get there the long and hard way. You know, the way that you're supposed to. This is completely meaningless, though. So, I'm just gonna use the medallion once we reach the fountain. And I'm gonna completely do away with all random encounters. So, if we saw the orbital light, we'd be going down this hall, but we don't, so we're just gonna take the long way to the fountain. Right and left. And what I I need to be careful because there's like a bunch of empty chests here, dead ends and empty chests. I don't want to get too flabbergasted with where I'm supposed to go. This is probably the most boring part is getting back to where we need to be. But I needed to show my progress. Right now I know where we're going. So, the option was either medallion or rope, because we cannot get up there without at least one of these items. Or I want to look at the... It's been a long time since I last played this game. And by a long time, I mean at least a few days. I was just on my way to beating Sonic R the first. I think I was on, like... I was doing time trials for... About to do time trials for... Radiant Emerald by the time I finished my grind. So yeah, I've been out of the loop for quite a while. So I don't really have all the locations. Let's put our equipment to the test. 110, which is so much stronger than what she was doing previously. And there's no risk of her getting wrapped up in the web this time around. So far, I'm clearing out the problem in these. And start right there. Counters. Lots of snake-like movements here. Honestly, I kind of wish that piece lasted a little longer than that. Okay. We are gonna walk backwards now. So I'll take this enemy out. The reason I'm walking backwards is because if I head forward, I would be dropping down a trap hole. Wait, I don't need Hello? Come on! I want to use peace here. Or I want to have as much MP up. Alright, prowl here. First I have real MP for this bar. Yeah. The random encounters won't leave me alone. Well, they're well, okay, they're not random encounters. Those are actually semi-scripted. And here it is. Once we head up, we must proceed with the final boss. We're now fully committed to this final battle. Admirable. Truly admirable. You may not know it, but I've been looking forward to this. Strange as it seems, hero, I've been born. To attain all this power, there were none to challenge me. Till now, that is. Your death will make my victory all the sweeter. Alright, final boss time. So. What we want to do is just click. I'm just going to use boost 2 because I want to boost everyone all at once. And flick quick on everyone out. Yeah, it will cost us a ton of MP, but I'll take it. And look here, we are absolutely taking Demon Breath because we completed that side quest for this to become Shiny Knights. Is that really the best you can do? Yeah, apparently it is. Why? Why must I lose? By the darkness, this cannot be. Did I not pay the price? Is this the power you pledged me for my soul? Will the darkness allow its will to be undone by a mere child? Heed me, darkness. Give me your all and I'll give you the world. He collapses to the ground dead, and that thing in this room turns them into a monster. Now this is the true final boss. Where is it? Oh, here we are. This allows us to... And by the way, these attacks allow us to tank damage a lot better. So now I can fully commit to dealing massive physical attack damage against the opponent. Well, this is literally all he can do. Yeah, this is supposed to be the hardest fight in the game. And oh yeah, they have 3 attacks. They gotta attack you up to 3 times per turn. Alright, still no. We are still in good shape. And just like that, we have defeated the final boss. Hero's Party stands victorious. And that vine thing is also destroyed. Now, if you try to move the commands, we can no longer access the labyrinth. Furthermore, close thanks to you, because nobody needs a weapon anymore. Sure they don't. But it does mean that we can no longer... Wait a minute. Is that face from Golden Axe? Wait a minute. That's a lot of Golden Axe references. That's the dwarf guy from Golden Axe as the weapon shop dealer. The little blue urns are the magic faces from Golden Axe. And there's even the little blue gnomes things from Golden Axe. I think even the axe in the shop itself could be considered a reference to, well, an axe, not necessarily the Golden Axe. And the trader is completely gone. Hero, I heard you've avenged your father. Good job, lad. Hero, thanks to you, I guess there's nothing to be scared of now. Who would have thought that you kids would turn out to be such heroes? Violet, you did good, boy. I'm really proud of you. Can't thank you enough. I am forever in your debt. Our thanks to you. We'll never forget your kindness. Pay a steep price for peace. I pray that was all worthwhile. Now, interestingly enough, you could still rest at the inn. But we don't really need to because we can't save our game, there are no more fights. And though we would be back at max health and MP and whatnot, it's kind of pointless. Sorry, Mom, because evil was gone. It's honestly kind of amazing that all these shops are now just forced out of business. The trader that just came in for the end game is now completely gone. Like, surely some people need a hunt or stuff, right? Surely you could, like, sell equipment or in order to hunt wild game. Heck, even the shrine. Wise are they who walk the paths of the ancients. For should they be wanting, my services are theirs for the asking. Your party seems fine. Well done, Milo. You'll forever be remembered in elven lore. Oh yeah, I forgot. Apparently, Milo is a hobbit or a halfling, and Pyra is an elf. I let you guys know, and I'm not really all that familiar with Shining Force lore. This is literally the first game in the series I've beaten. Pyro, is it? I see an untapped potential in the girl. Hero, thanks to you, we no longer need to fear the darkness. Hero, it's so good to see you. It's so great. You saved the realm. Step 4 in the Key Forge. So we will save the key for last. You've taught me what it means to be a knight. I thank you, hero. Thank you for saving the realm. I'm sure Mortrin is smiling right now. Now we save the best for last. You are truly a hero among heroes. Hero, you've put an end to Dark Soul and his evil designs. I declare you first knight of the realm. Right, Sir Hero. So you have to talk to him twice. I christen thee first. Now rise. Christen thee first knight of the realm. Now rise, Sir Knight. May you be honored as your father once was. I guess I have to speak with the king twice to get this done. Now and forever, you are the Lord and Master of Castle Thorngard. As for Milo, I appoint you counsel to the new Lord of Thorngard. Now, what can I do for Pyro? I would like to have her join me so that she may learn all that I know. I see that Pyro is happy with your suggestion. So be it then. Kino Thornwood will surely prosper with you three to guide us. And that is literally it for Shining in the Darkness. Well, hero, it looks like you've saved the kingdom. Thanks to you, peace reigns over Thornwood once again. Said I must bid you farewell, but I'm sure we'll meet again. Perhaps when we next cover the Shining... next time we cover an entry of the Shining Force series. With, like, Shining Force proper. But yeah, that Shining in the Darkness, Generates a little wild and eccentric for my taste. But I thought it was, but ultimately, I like the game fine. Honestly, I think that's kind of the shortcoming with playing all these Sega RPGs. Is that you kind of have to deal with really old school fundamental gameplay designs and philosophies. So there really isn't gonna be much in the way of, say, plot or character progression. Note that the longest of these were Shining in the Dark, as far as episodes go, were Shining in the Darkness and Sword of Vermilion. And even then, Shining in the Darkness required me taking a break and covering all of Sonic R and Sonic the Fighters to complete. So, it makes perfect sense for me to rank this as probably the longest of the Sega RPGs I've covered. And from the studio that would later also go on to develop Landstalker for the Sega Genesis, which we've just completed. I would say my favorite Sega Genesis RPG out of the ones I've completed has to be Landstalker. Shining in the Darkness comes second. Kind of a distant second because, I think there's a lot of fun to be had with Landstalker. Kind of stiff in terms of controls, But at least I don't have to worry about random encounters. But yep, that's it for Shining in the Darkness. And that is another chapter brought to a close. Unfortunately, but my favorite RPG I covered this summer Sega has to be Phantasy Star 1. I think that game was awesome. A couple of really difficult to find enemies, and then once I found them, I just couldn't stop running into them after that. Here's the bad news. Unfortunately, I don't really have enough time for another Sega RPG. Except maybe Fail Labyrinth, but that one would also be too short and would still leave me open with, okay, what other game do I need to cover in order to what other game do I still need to complete? So, in order to fill out Summer Sega. So, ultimately, I was forced to drop Phantasy Star 2 from the short list. I was forced to drop Beyond Oasis. That's another one I could theoretically complete, but that's one's kind of hard to do. And is also somewhat complicated. So, no Phantasy Star 3 or 4. We also don't really have time for Shining Force 1 or 2. But there is a game that I'm going to unveil for tonight. And be due to the force due to the live stream due to the disaster that was Monday afternoon, I'm actually forced to put another intro video up tonight for my next perfect playthrough. I have figured out what my next big project is gonna be. Summer Sega's winding down. With that, I just saw while walking the dog, I saw a little school bus drive by to pick up some kids. Yeah, we're living in a day where we're not even a week into August and kids are heading back to school. That absolutely sucks. I'll be heading back to school soon too. And when that happens, I'm probably just going to upload completed runs for you guys instead. But tune in later this evening for my next perfect playthrough. And I hope you also enjoyed my perfect playthrough of Shining in the Darkness as well, even though I had to delay the ending to that one a little bit. But leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all the way, this is Mike Gordon. Sign out.